What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD for the Nintendo Switch. As of right now, we have 8 pieces of heart, 12 cubes, 10 goddess chests, 25 gratuity crystals, 3 medals, and 11 hearts in total, as much as it may be setting off your compulsion of how that looks over there. In today's episode, we're going to learn how to blow, kill a spider, and play a harp. Hope you're ready. That's quality content here for you. We're also going to be we're doing the Lanayru mining facility. That's what we're doing here today. Fantastic. Let's do this. He looks so angry at this hallway. Did this hallway do something to you, Lonk? Welcome to the Lanayru mining facility, where there's spiders everywhere. Hope you don't have arachnophobia. You thought there was a lot of spiders in the last one? No. I mean, not the last one, the first one. As soon as we enter here, you're gonna notice that there's a whole bunch of basketball balls available. First thing we're going to do is grab the tough beetle. That's if you upgraded the hook beetle with me. We're going to grab this bomb here on the left, and we're going to aim for this basketball wall on the left. Got it in there? Nice. While we're at it, we can use the tough beetle to snatch up this bomb and drop it on the electric frog right here, because I do not like them. I've stated my personal feelings on the electric frogs. My feelings are not good about them. We're also going to do it on this one because these are free bombs as opposed to the bombs that come out of our inventory. Great. Now we're going to run on the right side of the room on this sand. Wait for stamina to recover and then run to the sand on the other side. We're almost there. We can do it. Fantastic. Jump up, grab the switch. Running back over the basketball doors into the room with the chest that we just uncovered, we're going to get ourselves a red rupee. And now the basketball door that we did on the left side, we're going to be opening up this gate, right, meow. Beautiful. Defeat more of these tiny little annoying baby spiders or I guess they're scorpions. Are scorpions also arachnids? I don't know. Over here we have these Hydra boys on the left and right. We actually do not need to engage with them quite yet. Instead, we're just going to head to the left over here, take care of the baby scorpions. Pretty sure that's what those are. We're going to take the one metal chest and we're going to be pushing it forward. I actually don't know if it needs to be the metal chest. Can we push the wood chests? Oh, we can push the wood chests. Why'd I write metal chests? Okay, we're going to climb on top of this and that's going to allow us to climb up. And we're going to enter this room here. This is the dungeon's main room, and I may refer to it as the main room at several points. It is located here. There's many entrances and exits. First one that we are going to make our way to is this bottom right one. So if we turn right and we face this way, you're going to see that we have the option to grab a bomb from on top of this statue. We shall do so. And we're going to be bombing these wooden crates over here. And very nice. Perfect execution. Have I mentioned how much I dislike electric-based enemies? Because I really dislike electric-based enemies. Open up this chest, which is going to contain a small key. Fantastic. We actually can't progress any further. Instead, that's just going to be a way that we can return back to this room. Now we're going to backtrack to the room to the south. That's the door that we came in. From here, we're going to be looking at the left Hydra. If you want to defeat them both, you're more than welcome to. They drop a red rupee each, but we only need to defeat the one on the left. We're going to use the small key on the door and enter the east room. Welcome to a new type of enemy. It's basically a blowfish, and when they get scared, they blow up and they show you their spikes. And when they're not scared and they don't have their spikes showing, if you hit them or hit them into something, they will explode. That's their whole dynamic. So the trick is to, from far away, we're just gonna hit it. Boop. Sweet, dude. Climbing up and looking to the right, you're gonna see that we have another bomb pillar. We're going to be grabbing the bomb from the bomb pillar and then blowing up the box that is directly in front of us. Now we're able to climb the ladder, and we're going to do that now. At the top of the ladder is going to be a switch, and when we stand on it, that's going to unlock the doors to this time stone. And if you step off of the switch, then it relocks the doors. So, while on top of the switch, you have to take out your beetle. And we're going to launch it directly at the middle of the room. This is going to make the entire room into pastimes. All of the caveras are going to begin, and the BMOs are going to be erected. If you're familiar with BMOs from previous Zelda games, they can be defeated in the same way, which is a bow and arrow to the eye, but we don't have access to a bow and arrow yet. You cannot defeat them with a bomb like previous games. Instead, you have to run directly in front of them and swipe left to right. You're gonna see that blue line right down the middle of them. That's gonna be the line that you have to swipe on. So, get close, swipe down the side. I said swipe down the side and jab him right in the eye. There you go. If only these Joy-Cons would work, that'd be so fantastic. Most of the time you're gonna die from them is because your controller is not doing what you want it to do. Promise. Continuing onward, there's going to be a conveyor belt with a whole bunch of things on there. We are going to ignore that and we're going to walk forward for right now. There's going to be a switch on the wall. We want to grab that switch. Now the whole idea is that we're going to be running up this conveyor, going left, up the staircase, defeating the Beamos and getting that chest. When running on here, you need to hold up the entire time. You really want to focus on making sure that you get all the fruits. And we're good. The small chest is only a red rupee, but again, 100% walkthrough, gotta get all the chests. Let's hop down, hop across the conveyor belt, and up the staircase. We're gonna be seeing a locked door on our left and another conveyor on the right. Just like the previous conveyor, we're going to keep running, make sure you get all the stamina fruits along the way. Here is a double tall Beamos. You're gonna do the same thing. Can I do a spin attack? I can do a spin attack. Well, that's a lot more reliable than just doing a single swipe. Great. Hop up and unlock the door with the switch. Backtrack down the conveyor and enter the newly unlocked door. Next in this room, you're going to see some of these floaty fish, and honestly, you don't really need to stay to the top area. Once we're in this room, you're actually unable to leave it until you solve it, so hopefully you have every single thing that you need. You can just hop down from the right and climb up this ladder. This is where you're going to be anytime that you fall. We're just going to hop forward one time, and now when this fishy boy is right next to these rocks, I want to speed up and I want to boop him into there. If for whatever reason that doesn't work out, you can defeat the enemy and then throw a bomb at these rocks. We're going to continue to the left one. We're going to go up one. And we're going to go left one. And now we're going to go up the stairs. And there's going to be a chest in the middle. And this is going to be the Gust Bellows, our special item in the dungeon. We got Gust Bellows! Oh, watch out for the tarantulas that come down from the ceiling. So now, if you get the Gust Bellows, all of these piles of sand... Oh, wow, hang on. I have to reset my gyro for that. If you blow the... Oh, wow. These blow away so much faster in this remake. That used to be like, no lie, a 1 to 2 second thing, and now it's like instantaneous. Oh, that is so pleasureful. Hang on, I need to make a tweet about this. Okay, sorry about that. Listen, in the original game, and again, I'm sorry for bringing it up all the time, the same way that like a girlfriend doesn't want to hear about it like an ex-girlfriend or anything, but like, this is a huge improvement. We're talking about like Mama June to Jessica Alba. Oh, hey, look at this, there's a chest down here, let's go get it. Ooh, gold skull, awesome. Oh, ow. Jerk face. Anyways, if you do fall down or if you hop down voluntarily like I did, ooh, jelly blob, thank you. There should be a way to climb up on this platform that as soon as we got the Gust Bellows, we were here. Great. We're going to be hopping across. Again, if you manage to push him into the bricks and destroy all the rocks, then you were good. If not, don't worry about it. You can just throw a bomb. But you should get used to it because it is a mechanic that we're going to be revisiting quite a lot in this game. Not as much as we're going to revisit the fact that we blow so fast now. I'm sorry. Makes me so happy. The Gust Bellows was just like such a drag of an item. Anyways, we're going to continue everything in this room and we're going to make our way out to the left side of the room where we have this big old patch of dirt. This now brings us out to the main room and actually right above the first key that we got. We're going to move this block out of the way and now boom, if we look down below, that's where we got that key. Isn't that so awesome? So now we're back in the same room as before. The only difference is now we have the Gust Bellows. Now we are once again going to have to backtrack one room to the south, back to the room with the 2 hydras in it, and if we go to the right, there should be some of these little boys. We now have access to this metal cube and we're going to push it on top of the floor switch. From here, all we have to do is defeat this Hydra boy. Very nice. Please drop red rupee. Very nice. And we're gonna go through the door. This is going to be the west exit of that bottom room. Due to a momentarily error in recording, I wasn't able to record that clip properly, but essentially you're gonna make your way to this corner of the room, you're gonna blow off the sand, and now you have access to this time shift stone. After getting access to the time shift stone, you're going to be able to blow the red side to move these guys forward. And we're going to be able to blow this pinwheel up top, and that's going to open up this door. We're now introduced to a Beamos that can move on its own. Technology has become too powerful. After 2 hits, and then stabs in the eye, he's down. And now, let me introduce you to essentially the inspiration for the Guardians in Breath of the Wild. Look at this guy up here, alright? You need to get your shield out. He's going to shoot a thing at you. You have to deflect it. And then he's gonna shoot 2 small triggers. I don't know. I just immediately get Breath of the Wild Guardian flashbacks about that. From here, now we're going to be taking our Gust Bellows and focusing to the middle of the room, where we have to manually blow this platform to the right. Something really nice, when you're in this mode, you actually can't walk off of the edge. So you don't need to worry about clipping off or anything. I'm fully pushing forward, not walking off, not walking back. You are safe. Even when you're not blowing and you're in this first person mode, you're still not going to fall off of the platform. That also goes for while standing on these platforms as well. You cannot walk off of them. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I think that was in the original too. I don't know, but just something to not worry about at all. Anyways, we're gonna hop up here and we're gonna open up this chest. I think this is a rupee. Nope, monster horn. Very nice. Hop on down once again. Now we're gonna blow the blue side. This isn't any faster though, that's for sure. And now we're able to hop over, and now we're going to go up the ladder at the end of the room. Defeat the Beamos. Blow the pinwheel. And this is gonna bring us to a new room with 2 Hydras in it. Make sure you defeat them separately if possible. Otherwise it can be quite a handful to deal with. Nice time for a spin attack, by the way. There's some patches of dirt on the ground. I don't think any of them are important, except for this one that's blocking this metal box. And this one that is blocking its path. Anyways, we're gonna pull this back 2. We're gonna push this over all the way. We're gonna push it up 2. And we're gonna push it over all the way. And you're ready for a really great mechanic? See that giant pile of dust? You just blow it away through the gate. Fun mechanic, right? And now I'm pretty sure we have to use the slingshot because the beetle is too fat to fit in there. I do not know why this is not aiming correctly. You see how bad this is aiming, right? Oh, that's weird. That's super weird. I don't know why it does that. Oh, these things. I hate these things. So now let's hop down and face one of my least favorite enemies in the entire game. Grab out the Gust Bellows. This guy, he, while focusing at the top and blowing, will stop, and then you can hit the crystal, and then he gets very angry. You might be able to get a second blow off, and if you do, you can stab the back. Did I get it in time? I did not. If you only get one of the crystals, then he moves much faster, hops much further. Okay, great, we got the stabber to work. Anyways, after he's defeated, it's going to open up the exit and also the gate that was protecting the chest. And this chest contains the dungeon map, which I feel like we've been playing this temple a lot, and now, yay, we found 2 more rooms. I kind of like that these dungeons are more compact than like previous dungeons have been in like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Instead, like, they're very self-contained. You can knock it out in an hour, sometimes even half of that time, as opposed to like the real marathon dungeons that I've seen before. Anyways, now we're back out in the main room again, and we can step on this switch, which unlocks this door. Do you remember the mechanic of the giant clock showing you all the walking passageways that you had access to before? Well, that's the #1 reason that you had access to the dungeon map. you're gonna see these little golden paths, and those are paths that you can walk on. Open up the map again, find out that we need to move slightly to the right, and now we can go forward. I want to stop when I come adjacent to this platform and walk over, and we are good. Excuse me, friend, I would like to bomb you. GG. Time to blow. Time to blow more. And we're going to unlock this small little passageway. Let's hop inside. And you're going to find a chest in here with a golden skull. Awesome. You're now going to see that there's an additional one that we need to do at the end of the room. So we need to make our way out again and then through the entire room up to the squiggly ones. Yep, I just call those tunnels the squiggly ones. Hi, mister. Like, they're so gross looking. They couldn't have updated the texture of the eyeball, really? Or any of the texture of this enemy? Back out to the middle and you get a pretty good idea on where this platform is gonna start, but you need to look to the right. And where that electric chew comes out, that's actually going to be the time that we need to cut over. That might be the first electric chew that has not electrocuted me. Run across again, and now we're going to be blowing all this dust away. And crawling through here. At the end, we find a brand new room, a much, much larger room. And this one is essentially a giant floor puzzle of, there's a whole bunch of sand, and there's a whole bunch of these little arachnids, and there's a whole bunch of these spikes that come up if you're too close to the perimeter. In addition, there's a whole bunch of goodies in the corners, like pots and rupees. Oh! And a fairy. Do I need that? Nope. Still don't need a fairy. But the important part is that we circle through the room, and there's going to be here's the switch. And that switch is going to open up the exit for us. Fantastic. I think there's an item in here. There is an item in here. Great. We need to walk all the way around. And right in this corner, there is a small chest. With a red rupee. I just like this room. Okay, we're going to exit it now through the way that we unlocked. GG. Heading out of this door is going to bring us once again back to the main room. The difference is, that's the big sand puzzle that we were looking at before, and here we are now. So, now we can blow away all the sand on top of this, and this is a minecart with a time stone. If you look at the side, you can stab it right in the middle. There we go. This switch right here will actually grab it and pull it toward you because they move automatically. The trick right here is to follow along the slightly progressing time puzzle and be careful because you have a air guardian over here. I think the number one thing I dislike about this enemy is that most of the time that you defeat it, it's not on top of like land. Instead, it's usually on top of a chasm. And even though it shoots out a whole bunch of rupees, you could usually very rarely get all of them. After defeating that enemy, we're able to use our Gust Bellows on this pinwheel. And now we're going to be entering an area that as it resurrects, there's going to be Beamos on the side. And because we do not have a bow and arrow, we just need to hide it behind this minecart. However, this one we will have access to. And you have to defeat it. And the last two we will dodge. Is there... Wow, there is a speed that perfectly match. Oh no? Yeah, there is a speed that perfectly matches the speed of the minecart. It's very specific though, because like I can walk the exact same speed, slightly faster and slightly slower. So that is some fine motion right there. Anyways, we're gonna use the pinwheel once again. And great, now we have access all the way back. Isn't that so fantastic? After unlocking this door, feel free to save if you want to. We're going to make our way once again, and we're going to come across another minecart with a time shift stone. Stab it. Stab. Stab. Okay. Hi, my name is Austin. I do not like the mechanics of how the stab button works. We are now tasked with doing the same thing as before, except this Beamos is going to be resurrected. We need to defeat it. Stab. Stab, please. Thank you. From here, you will not have enough time in order to unlock this. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna focus on this pinwheel. This is going to unlock the door that we just walked past and continue to the end of the pathway. Now you can hop up and this will call it over faster. Now we're gonna hit the crystal again. That's gonna deactivate the cart. We're gonna hit the crystal again. That's going to reactivate the cart and it's going to move back to where it came from. And now that we have access back to this doorway, we're going to finally head through it. For the record on the map, this is of the main room, directly in the middle, on this side. What's this chest? I never get this chest. It looks like I could backtrack and get it, so let's backtrack and get it later. I'm retreated to another room full of conveyor belts. Yay. Oh, I remember this room. So, we have to deal with a wall full of tarantulas, right? In addition, we have to deal with these pipes that are broken, and with climbing. And if the air pushes you off, you have to start the whole thing over. Oh, but now that we have free range camera, this makes it so much easier. You were just kind of blinded to where the air gusts were going to be coming from. Anyways, to the rear of the room, you're going to find 2 basketball doors. We're going to be sinking those 3 pointers. Look at me using sports terminology. Making our way all the way to the end. Feel free to use the Gust Bellows, which will now activate the time crystal. When the time crystal is turned on, you will be able to climb up and down this ladder. When the time crystal is turned off, you will not be able to. And stab. Yay, it worked that time. Good job, game. And my hand. We want to run across these conveyors, and we want to pull this over here. Use the Gust Bellows to push this to the other side of the room. Activate the basketball doors. Watch out for the Guardian. Defeat the Guardian just to have all of the rupees go all over the floor that you cannot get. Bye, rupees. If he prevented you from finishing up your basketball doors, now's your time to do that. And as you finish the basketball doors, you're going to notice a pattern of 2, 3, and then 1. Whatever could this be for? If you look directly across the room, there's 3 more basketball doors. Now we're going to take out the Gust Bellows. And we're going to hit the red side, which is going to bring it to the right. Hop across. We're going to hit the blue side. From here, you're going to be able to grab this block and pull it away in case you fall. On the opposite side of the room, there's going to be 1 more Gust Bellow. This is going to be very annoying. I'm sorry, I did not design this part. You're going to hit the blue. You're going to stop. You're then going to take out a bomb, and you're going to toss it inside of the basketball doors. That's going to expose some stones. You have to repeat this 2 more times. After completing the additional 2 basketball doors, you want to look to the opposite side of the room to get a reference on which ones you need to hit in which order. It's up to you on which weapons you like to do that. I am just going to do the Tough Beetle because we have the speed upgrade and I can do it and I don't have to move, and I accidentally hit the wall and I don't have to move, and it's going to make my life easier. The second crystal and the third crystal. Now that we hit the crystals that corresponded, the door at the north side is going to open. That's going to give us access to the boss key. Maybe I just hate the Gust Bellows. Maybe I hate the sand. Maybe I hate the arachnids. Maybe it's just all of it together and just one big chunky stew of things that I don't like. Oh, and also these guys that I don't like. You know what? I want to try to do the thing that I hit the small crystal. If you get him while he's walking away, you get access to the small crystal, and then... and now I can stab, run, swipe. Oh, I got that one. Nice. Maybe if I get it like that all the time, I won't hate that enemy as much. Anyway, here's the boss key. I'm sorry that the last few minutes has just been me complaining. And here's the ancient circuit. That's the boss key for this one. Getting the boss key is actually going to open up a door in the previous room. In order to get to it, we're just going to either run across or hop down. It doesn't matter. I just recommend hopping down because we're going to be down there anyways. Here's another... Ow. Here's another conveyor belt. The only difference is this one has steam. By the way, if you just let go of the sprint button, you're going to pretty much remain exactly where you are. You're going to lose a little bit of speed, but not that much, so don't even stress too much. It's very easy to get around the steam. This is the door that just unlocked when we got the boss key. And time for the last little bit. There's going to be the last save statue. 1 more minecart with a time stone. He's going to move slowly. And now you have to combine that puzzle with... Really? Where was I? Now you have to combine this puzzle with the Gust Bellows with wind that's coming from the wall. Because, you know, why not give you 3 things that are frustrating? Huh. I actually executed that pretty well. You're gonna hop on top of here and that will pull the time stone guy over faster. And now we can finally put in the boss key. I'm so happy to be done with this puzzle. Upon entering the boss chamber, Link is walking in a whole lot of sand. He's looking around, wondering where the boss is, and then there's some lumpy sand behind him, underneath him. The lumpy sand goes in front of him. Oh my god, big scary scorpion spider! I think it's just a scorpion at this point. What's this? The 1,000-year arachnid, Moldarch. Yes, definitely an arachnid. Okay, so this boss has 2 hands, and inside of the hands are eyes. Those are the weak spots of the claws. If the claw grabs you, you have to break yourself free. You will know when a claw is about to grab you because the eye will turn red. If you hit it right before it turns red, it will not grab you. If you hit any of the claws when one of them is red, it will not grab you. So honestly, I recommend just walking and focusing on one until it's defeated. Then we have to focus on the other one, be patient, wait till it opens. If you know that you're gonna miss it, walk away, like I don't, because I never do, because I don't take my own advice. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Almost there. And after we defeat the second claw, oh, avoid the tail. After we defeat the second claw, we're now on to phase 2, which requires stabbing this eye. And you know how much I love the stab feature of the Joy-Cons in this game and the Gust Bellows that we now have to recalibrate every time that we want to use them. So now, we have to uncover it, run up to it, stab it in the eye, run up to it, stab... Honestly, the faster you uncover it, the faster you can stab it in the eye, and the faster you're done with the boss. Ooh! I got 3 hits. Did not expect it to be done that fast. This boss doesn't mind me that much, just like when it runs away, and there's sometimes that it's hard to uncover with the Gust Bellows. Oh, I'm so sweaty right now just from the stress of this dungeon. I know it's not the hardest, all right? It's just frustrating. And also it's 94 degrees outside. All of the sand is going to drain from the chamber. Let's grab our heart container. That brings us up to 12 in total. And we're going to exit. From here, whip out the fast beetle, tough beetle, and hit the time shift stone in the middle of the room. Hop in the minecart and enjoy a nice little ride. Upon exiting this underground area, we're gonna see Link standing with this mysterious person. I think we're just still calling her the goddess's servant. Oh, and there's a song playing. I think this is called the Gate of Time. Hey, Zelda's so happy to see us. Let's run on over. OMG, these rocks are gonna explode. Is that Diamond Pants again? Sure is. Durham is gonna set up a diamond wall with his Diamond Pants. Durham is now going to, now we learn it's Impa by name, great. She has, I don't know what that is, Nehru's Love, or Mifa's Grace, or Daruk's Protection, or something. She says, your Grace, quickly, get in. Austin J. Oh, that's me. Here, you'll need this where you're going. Where we're going, we don't need pants. You got the goddess's heart, but there's no time to admire it. Go now. And you're gonna notice that the diamond wall is very low. He's gonna puncture the protection thing. Zelda, just go in the door. Zelda, get in the door. Yeah, Link. Austin J. Am I late? Huh. No, you're right on time. Bye-bye.
Hey!
Austin, you must go now. Return to the old woman at the sealed grounds. Tell her what happened here. She will know where you must go. And know that we will. I'll see you again. This is a goodbye, Austin J. I promise. And then she commits an act of terrorism and blows up that wall. Door? Gate? Whatever you want to call it. Now you've done it, Austin. I blame myself. I should have reprimanded you the last time we met, but instead I was soft. Diamond Stone's supposed to be soft. I take pleasure in punishing you, but next time I'll do more than just beat you senseless. I'll make the affair so excruciating you'll deafen yourself with the shrill sound of your own screams. Wow, that is dark. I love how everyone left, and I'm still just standing here like, bro, what just happened? Also, how do I play a harp? Fee can no longer detect Zelda in this realm. The moment the gate was destroyed, Zelda's presence disappeared from my readings. You can no longer search for her. Oh no! Zelda's companion, Impa, instructed you to meet with the Ancient One at the sealed grounds, in the sealed temple. Alright, let's go there. It's weird that now this passageway is open, and I don't think anything else happens here. Also, it's weird that this is called the Temple of Time. It doesn't look much like a temple right now. Like, is there an entranceway that I'm missing here? Anyways, there's a bird to fast travel, so be sure to activate it. And yeah, we're done here. And that's gonna conclude this part of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD 100% walkthrough. If you found it helpful, do me a favor, hit the like button down below. I'm gonna go, I don't know, wash my hands and take a shower. I just feel gross after that, with all the dirt and the sand and the bugs and the arachnids. Ew. Next episode on screen, playlist on screen. Till next time, Austin John out.